Looking for flexible, high-paying online teaching jobs? In this video, I'll show you 10 of the best platforms and marketplaces hiring English teachers right now. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced educator, I'll break down the details of each so that you can decide what works best for you. Hi, I'm Christine Thorndike, and I'm the co-founder of TEFL Hero, and I'm here to help you navigate the exciting world of online teaching. I'll explain the pros and cons of teaching marketplaces versus platforms and details of each company to help you make your next big career move. Let's dive in. Before we jump into the companies, let's quickly discuss the differences between teaching marketplaces and teaching platforms. Teaching platforms offer structured curriculum, a really consistent schedule, and minimal self-marketing, but the pay rates are usually fixed. On the other hand, marketplaces give you the freedom to set your own rates, which can be higher than the platforms, as well as develop your own teaching style. The only downside to the marketplace is that it can take a while to build your student base, and it might require a bit of self-marketing. So while there are pros and cons for teaching on a platform versus teaching on a marketplace, I would say that if you were a beginner teacher, you might find it easier to start off with a platform because they are going to provide that curriculum, they're going to have that student base. The only downside is you are likely going to make a lower rate than you could once you build up a large student base on a marketplace. Okay, let's get to what you're here for, which is finding out who's hiring teachers this year. First on the list is EF Online, a global education company with a very strong reputation. They provide structured lessons, reliable pay, and pre-made materials. On the EF website, they share their requirements for their teachers. You are going to need to have a bachelor's degree, so that is a requirement. It doesn't need to be in English, it can be in anything. So as long as you have a bachelor's degree, you meet that requirement. You are also going to need to be a fully fluent English speaker, and you're going to need to have a 40-hour TEFL certificate. FYI, we offer a free 40-hour TEFL certification, which you can find in the link below in the description of this video. They pay $12 to $19 in USD via bank transfer. We've actually had a lot of TEFL Hero teachers get jobs at EF Online, and they've been super happy with the experience. The onboarding as well as the classes are going really well. And I'm curious to know, are any of you working for EF Online? If so, can you tell us more of your experiences in the comments below? Next on our list is BlingABC, which specializes in one-on-one and group classes to Chinese students. They offer really competitive pay between 20 and 30 USD per hour, but they do require a bachelor's degree as well as a 120-hour TEFL certificate. BlingABC only hires teachers from the USA, the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. They do have some device requirements, so they are going to check during the interview process. And so your network speed needs to be pretty fast, as well as have a kind of newer operating system. So that is something to think about when you are applying to BlingABC. I actually just got hired at BlingABC. I was really happy with the interviewing as well as the onboarding process. The interview process is kind of long. It takes 6 hours from start to getting your offer. The interview itself, followed by the demo class, 2-hour training, and then finally a mock class where you decide if you passed and get the job. The process, though, was well organized, and I start working for them in a month from now. So I am curious if anyone would like to hear more about my experience working at Bling when I do start, or if you guys want more information on what the interview process looked like, just let me know in the comments below what you'd like to know about BlingABC. Next on our list is Twenix, which is a European platform, which specializes in conversational English for professionals. Twenix is open to teachers worldwide, and they will pay you in euros. And one of my favorite things about Twenix is that they are a very flexible company with your schedule. So here you can see that you can choose your own teaching schedule day by day, And if something happens and you can't make it to a class, you can transfer those classes to other teachers. This is a bit different than BlingABC, for example, who does not have a very flexible or easy way to transfer classes to other teachers. So if you have a schedule that can change day by day, or maybe you have kids and something comes up, you can rest assured that with Twenix, you're not going to get penalized for making any changes to your schedule. You will need a 120-hour TEFL certification to work for Twenix, and again, you can find a link to ours in the description below. Fourth on our list is Cambly, which is a teaching platform that's perfect for casual conversational English. It is a teaching platform and not a marketplace, but the lessons aren't nearly as structured. So this is just kind of chatting with students, building up their conversational English. So you're not really gonna have fully detailed lesson plans, but Cambly will provide you with prompts or discussion topics to use with your students in your lesson. Cambly doesn't require a degree or a TEFL certification, which makes it a really accessible option. Their scheduling is quite flexible, and you can log on whenever you're available, and the students can book your classes in real time. So you can see here that you get paid weekly, and it's set at a 17 cents per minute. So you're gonna be making $10.20 per hour on Cambly, or you make a little bit more if you teach the kids. So you can make 12 USD per hour teaching at Cambly Kids, and they will pay you with PayPal or direct deposit, which is really nice, and pay is weekly. Fifth on our list is VIPTeacher, formerly VipKid, specializing in teaching Chinese kids online. When you sign up for VIPTeacher, you will have to set up a teacher profile, and you can see here that they have a job board where you can apply to various teaching positions. If you get started, you can find some of the details for each of these positions listed in the website. So for example, this VIP English guided reading, I can see what's the qualification here. For this job, you need to have 1 year teaching experience, a degree, a 120-hour TEFL. I would say that in my experience, the experience portion is almost always a preference, and it's not really a requirement. If you don't have any experience, don't let this stop you from applying to one of these jobs. VIPTeacher offers structured lessons, bonuses, and the pay is pretty good at 14 to 22 USD per hour. However, they only hire teachers from the USA or Canada. And so if you don't have a passport from one of these countries, just don't apply. I don't make the rules. This is a requirement on their end, and I know that this is something that they are very strict with. VIPTeacher is a bit of a rebrand from their VipKid days. We don't know a lot of teachers who are working for them yet. I'd be really curious if any of you guys have gotten a job at VIPTeacher. Can you let us know in the comments below? I'd be very curious to hear about your experience teaching for them. Sixth on our list is Engoo, which provides English classes to learners in Asia and Europe. Engoo is such a great option for beginners. The pay is a little bit lower, so it's anywhere from $5 to $10 an hour. But while this pay is lower, they have very few requirements. So they are open to native and non-native speakers. So there's no requirements on where you're from. And then they don't have any requirements on a bachelor's degree or a TEFL certificate. So you can see here, this is just a really great option if you're brand new and you just want to get your feet wet. Now that we've covered the teaching platforms, we're going to transition over to some of the best teaching marketplaces to work for. Remember that marketplaces are really great because they allow you to set your own rates as well as structure your own lessons. However, they often require a lot more effort on your end for self-promotion as well as time to build your student base. That said, if you're a great teacher, you're passionate about what you're teaching, there's no reason that you can't build a really great student base who loves your classes and charge a rate that you feel is proportionate to your classes. So let's dive into the top teacher marketplaces out there today. To kick off our list of teaching marketplaces is Preply. You've probably heard of Preply. It's a very popular teaching marketplace that allows teachers to set their own rates. And you can see here that English teachers on Preply tend to charge $15 to $25 per hour. Again, that's not a requirement. You can charge whatever you want, but it looks like that's going to be the average to start off with. And there's no requirements on how many hours you have to work per week or a fixed schedule, which again is really easy for people who have schedules that can be a bit more chaotic. And they do offer some professional opportunities like webinars to help upgrade your skills. And the process is pretty easy to get hired by them. So you sign up, you get approved, and then you finish registration and you can start teaching for them immediately. ITalki is another teaching marketplace where you could teach English or even other languages. You can set your own rates, which they say typically runs from $15 to $30 an hour. And to get started, you would click Become a Teacher, and you can see here some of the application requirements. So check if you have a language that you can teach on this list, which should include English here. Yes, okay, so English is open to professional and community teachers. And let's go back here. You have to provide a video intro, and then you can also include your teaching certifications here. So if you have a 120-hour TEFL, you would add that in your application for ITalki. Amazing Talker is another teaching marketplace that allows you to design your own lessons and set your own rate. And if you click on Apply to Teach, you can see some of the more details for teachers. This is funny, I'm in Croatia right now, so it's showing in kunas, but it should show your local currency of what you could expect to earn. And here they have what are the popular English teaching jobs right now. So just be standard online English, then conversational, and then English for children. So the pay rates are a little bit different. It's a little bit less for children, surprisingly. And if you scroll down a bit more, you can see what job vacancies they have available right now. So you could click Get Started and essentially apply to whichever of the jobs that you think you'd be a good fit for. You could even teach business English here. They have an option for middle school. So it's kind of cool that you can choose your niche on Amazing Talker. So this could be a really great option for you if you would like to teach something more specific, maybe not just kids or not just conversational English. You could teach IELTS, you could teach adults, test prep, what have you. Rounding out our list is Outschool, which is another teaching marketplace that allows you to design your own curriculum and set your own rates. Outschool is open to teachers from specific countries. So here it says the United States, Mexico, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, Spain, or the UK. You need to be a resident of one of these countries. If you are not, do not apply. I don't make these rules, but they will enforce them. I know it feels unfair if you're not from one of these countries, but rest assured, there are plenty of online ESL jobs out there, many of which we recommend here in this list. So don't let this deter you. If you are not from one of these countries, there are plenty of other options. And keep in mind that they also take a pretty big chunk out of your enrollments. So they take a 30% service fee. The good news here is that they say that the average teacher makes anywhere from 60 to 100 USD per hour. So this service fee wouldn't cut too badly into your hourly rate. So this is Outschool, which is another one of those really good companies to work for. They pay you on time and you can trust them. So there you have it, 10 of the best companies to start teaching English online today. If you're ready to get TEFL certified or you want to level up your teaching skills, you can check out TEFL Heroes certification courses. We are an accredited TEFL certification course provider, which means that our TEFL certificates are accepted globally by employers both abroad as well as online. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments below which platform you're the most excited about. By subscribing to our channel, you'll get access to teaching tips, job advice, and insights about teaching ESL online and abroad. See you next time.